Alright, y'all, welcome back. I hope y'all can hear me. I'm doing a new mic setup. I got a lav mic under my shirt, so we're gonna see how that sounds. But the thing I'm gonna talk about today is something that I see on social media a lot, and kind of is just like the new consensus when it comes to cars, I guess, and car culture. But, you know, you've heard this a million times, right? But everyone thinks that they need a fast car to have fun. Like, I was just on some like GT86 forums, and speaking of this, oh, what? I just saw another World Rally Blue just like me. But anyways, people on forums and on like TikTok and whatever, they're talking about the GT86 and they're just like, oh yeah, I can't believe like people actually have fun in those cars. You know, I can't believe you can have fun in anything under 400 horsepower. Yeah, that was an actual comment. Anything under 400 horsepower. Like, dog, are you insane? Bro, do you know how fast 400 horsepower is? Dude, the Mark V Supra is like 420 something from the factory, and it's insane. It's insanely quick. Like, people don't understand, and a lot of it is that a lot of these people don't actually drive cars. Like, they don't actually know cars. Like, they've never been in something 400 horsepower. Then again, I've never been in something 400 horsepower, but at the same time, I can understand that it's not, I can understand that it's double what this car makes, which is gonna be pretty quick. But the truth is, you really don't need a fast car to have fun. If you're trying to get into the car scene and you think you need something that makes 500 horsepower, 600, something that's turbocharged, you really don't. If anything, that's actually the wrong way to start, because I believe that everyone needs to start out in something slow. And when I say slow, like, it doesn't necessarily have to be a number. Like, someone's gonna say that 220 horsepower is slow. Some people are gonna say that's quick. Like, when I say slow, I'm not talking about horsepower or torque figures. I'm talking about like the actual ethos behind the car. Like, what is this car meant for? Like, is the car meant to go fast? Like, is the car meant to be like a handling car, like a more driver-oriented car? Like my BRZ, for example, it's a quick car. I'm not gonna say it's fast, but it's definitely quick. It's peppy, it's athletic, but you know, it's made for the driver. It's made for the driving experience. You know, you're supposed to really just enjoy the handling. You're supposed to rev it out and just feel everything on the road. Like, that's what this car is about. It's just about driver engagement and making you feel like a race car driver on the street. That type of car is what everyone should start out in, because not only are you gonna get really good at like fundamentals of driving and understanding right-wheel drive cars, I mean, not right-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive cars. Not only are you going to get a better understanding of rear-wheel drive cars, but you're also going to learn how to drive manual properly if you go down that route as well. But for these people thinking that you need 400, 500 horsepower on the street, realistically, when are you ever going to use that power? Like, sure, you can use it on the highway and just mash the gas and blast it in a straight line, but you're not going to sit here and tell me that that's more fun than being able to drive 100% of your car everywhere else. Like, sure, my BRZ might not be, or any like sub 230 horsepower car is not going to be fast on the highway, but on the street, I'm actually able to use all 200 horsepower. Like, I'm actually able to move. One of the most exciting parts of my day is getting in this car and just going to the grocery store, because, dude, I can bang every single gear and not go over 80 miles an hour. So, to me, that's honestly that's the real fun, is actually being able to use the power. I feel like a lot of people get lost in the sauce. They're just like, oh yeah, they put a number on it, but like, you can't put a number on driver engagement. You know, if you have a setup that's 300 horsepower and it's everything you want, who the frack cares about the number? You know what I mean? It's kind of like people building gaming PCs. I'm gonna use gaming PCs for example because I also like gaming and technology and stuff like that. So that's like saying, oh yeah, you know, I need 2 graphics cards. I need, you know, 264 gigabytes of RAM. I need the biggest power supply. It's like you're going after numbers when you should be going after optimization. It's the same thing with cars. If you have a dialed in setup that's slow, like 300 horsepower, that's going to be more fun than something that's just, it makes 800 horsepower, you're blowing tires off, you can't put the power down, you can't use it without going to jail. It's just slop, dude. And another thing is, a lot of people, well, I don't want to say a lot because I actually don't know, but there are some people that I know for a fact, their intro to cars is buying like a BMW M4 or an M3, something that just makes stupid power and is just stupid easy to drive. Something like that, right? They'll drive something like that and it throws off their perception because now, since that's the first thing they experienced, that's going to be their standard. So then like, those are probably the people commenting, talking about like, oh, I don't understand how you can have fun in a slow car. It's like, Brady, have you driven a slow car? Like, there are a lot of people who have been skeptics of cars like the Miata and the 8.6, but then they come from like high horsepower cars. But the second they drive one, they get behind the wheel and they just start driving it, it's nothing but smiles and laughter. Why is that? Because you don't need to go fast to have fun. Driver engagement is the real source of fun. And you can get away with a lot of stuff in a slower car too. Like every single turn, like if I wanted to, I can just get the back end loose and just start spinning around. Am I gonna do that? Obviously not, but I can, and I'm not gonna hurt anybody. I'm not gonna hurt myself. You know, it's just playful. Like I remember I was heading to work one day and I was running kind of late and I downshift there. I got off the highway and there's like this big sweeping turn before I get to my job. It was a right turn. I downshift to second gear. My RPMs are at like 5K. Dude, I'm turning. I can hear myself and feel myself being at the grip limit of the tire. And was I scared? Absolutely not, because it's approachable and predictable. I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say that there are times where I want to be going faster under the speed limit, of course. There are times where I do want to go faster, but I can't because the car is just not like that. There are times I want to go faster, but I would rather start out in this car and like really dial in my driving skill before I get something faster. Like, bro, trust me, you don't want to be that guy that has in like a 600 horsepower, 700 horsepower car and you can't drive and like the second you floor it, you crash. You don't want to be that guy. But that's about it. I mean, I'm happy driving a car like this for the rest of my life because with a slower car like this that's focused on driving, the skill ceiling is infinite. You know, like I'm probably never gonna outgrow this car. There's always gonna be something to learn on this car, like especially on track. Which is why I really like this car and slow cars in general, is because they actually help dial in your fundamentals. See, I'm the type of guy where I don't want a fast car if I'm not capable of driving it the way it needs to be driven, if that makes sense. You know, I don't want to be the guy who has never been to track, has never like done any sort of car control course, buys a 500 horsepower, 600 horsepower BMW, for example, that's just controlled by a computer, and the second I floor it and turn all the controls off, like I turn all the safety controls off, second I floor it, I'm in a tree. Right? I'm not trying to be that guy, and you don't want to be that guy either. It's a lot harder to have fun in something that you can't control. Can I sneak some water in right here? There's a light gonna turn. See if I can sneak some water in. Wow, that's just great. Oh, terrible shift. He says you can't drive a manual and drink. Okay, don't try that. Yeah, don't try that, bro. Oh, gosh. I don't know why I thought that was a good idea. Bro, I just got water all over my shirt, bro. Now, see, if I was in a fast car, I would have choked. No, I'm just kidding. I hope the mic, oh shit, dude, the mic. Hold on. Okay, no, the mic is good, mic is good. All right, so I kid you not, the minute I turn the camera off, I get pulled up on by a full bolt-on first gen 8.6 and a VB WRX just absolutely mobbing through the street. And I'm like, dang, bro. But dude, literally we were all just kind of mobbing together for a little bit until I got to my spot, and they were just ripping it, man. They were just ripping it, making noise. Literally proves my point, bro. Like, you can have fun in a slow car, especially with other people, bro. With other people, crazy. But nah, I'm not gonna lie, bro. They were, you know, they were on my private course, of course, but they were going a little bit crazy. They definitely pissed off this Mach-E driver. The three of us were just mobbing together, and this Mach-E driver, he kept like speeding up, almost like he was trying to ram the WRX. I'm just like, you know, I kind of, should he be doing that? No, but at the same time, like, they were going kind of crazy, so you know, you're just kind of asking for trouble. If you don't know where I am on my private race compound, where I will be just doing a little backroads run. You know, my way of having fun. Oh, this is a one-way, but who cares? Who gives a fuck? This is big enough to be a two-way. I don't understand why it's a one-way. You know, even though it's my private, I didn't build my course. I just got people to build it for me. All right, here we go. Yeah, so on my course, this is the beginning part of the course. I like to just kind of keep it chill. But these are the only back roads in my area. The only back roads. Like, I live in Florida. Like, there's nothing out here. There's nothing but highways. So I can understand for the highway people, like, if you want a fast car, but even still. Slightly residential, so we keep it respectful. Oh, Mustang GT, that's pretty nice. Dang, bro, they were taking the same route as I was. I was like, I wonder if they're going to the back roads. Oh shit, dude. Freaking, what car is that, like a 720? I don't know. I don't really care about hypercars and supercars. I just don't, bro. They're cool in video games, but in real life, I'd rather own like an RX-7 or, you know, something old school, man. Something old school. All right, now we can kind of speed it up a little here. Bit of brakes right here, throttle through the turn. almost at 30K miles. I gotta change my transmission fluid out. That'll probably be the next video you see. Way too high of a gear for this turn, but I'm not going that fast, and I have traction control on, so I'm not worried about it. Since I'm in a newer car, I have the ability to leave all that stuff on. Older cars, they just don't even come with that stuff. But I never turn traction control off on the street. I just think it's stupid. Like, you just don't know, man. On roads like this, anything could happen. There could be anything on the road. You know, it's not a big deal to just leave traction control on and just keep it chill. You shouldn't be going all out on a back road or a public road or anywhere like this anyways. So always keep it like 50%, 50, 60%. Like I'm just cruising right now. I'm just enjoying the handling of the car, because frankly, this is the only place where I actually can enjoy the handling of the car. I can actually enjoy that low boxer center of gravity. I can enjoy the limited slip differential just pushing me through these corners. That almost perfect 50-50 weight balance. Just rev through the gears. Alright, I'm gonna roll the windows down. Hopefully it doesn't get too loud. I just like riding with the windows down. I can hear the car more. Ooh, it is hot. Yeah, this back road is it's pretty residential. So even at night, I used to come down here at night when I first got the car, but I don't know, it's just all these houses, you just never know when someone's gonna pop out. I would rather actually be here during the day just so I can see everything. Because I know for a fact nobody's gonna see me, they're gonna hear me, and by the time they hear me, it's too late. Oh, my mount just fell off. Probably because the windows, all that wind was just getting in there. Yeah, you see, this is also proper backroads etiquette. You see how I'm not riding this guy's ass? Get some nice pops too. The sound just bouncing off all these trees. Windows up because it's gonna get dusty. Now here's what I do, right? This is kind of a cheat method. Nah, I don't have enough room right now. We can do it right here. I kind of just pull off into the dirt a little bit. Nobody's behind me. Make this wide turn. A little bit on the dirt. It's all good. It's Subaru. It's rally car. You're supposed to do this. And we're back in it. Bro, I can't believe you just took your car on the rocks. You're gonna get rock chips everywhere. Listen, bro, the the front bumper of my car is already cooked. Like, it's okay, bro. I'm gonna get a PPF and I'm gonna get a repaint, ceramic coat, PPF, or I'll just wrap the car. Realistically, I'll probably wrap the car, and then when I'm tired of the wrap and I want to go back to OEM color, I'll just ceramic coat, PPF, and then it's fine. But I'm stock ride height. I'm just having fun, all right? I'm just having fun. But yeah, this video is getting kind of long, so I think I'm gonna end it here. But if you guys enjoyed, subscribe, hit the like button, all that stuff. And yeah, that's all I got for you. See you in the next one. I'm out.